Yeah.
What's good? Let me
All
turn
right,
around.
Okay.
The slide isn't crazy.
We're going.
We are recording. This is the 5 on 5 podcast. I am Phenom. To my right, DJ Jupiter Williams from Portland, Oregon. To my bottom right, coming live from Las Vegas, Neek Lopez. And below,
What's
our
good?
guest this week, coming from the bubble, the NBA bubble in Orlando, Florida, DJ Shawna. Make some noise.
Thank you, gentlemen, for that.
Explosion.
Yeah, I
Yes.
appreciate that. Thank you for the love. Thank you.
Yes. There's always fireworks behind the Magic Kingdom, so that's why.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. There we go.
We brought our own today.
Yes, we
I
did.
appreciate that.
Shawna, congratulations on having the best DJ year of anyone that anyone can have right
Thrill.
now.
No kidding.
Best DJ
Thanks.
gig of the absolute century.
Thank you. I'm very fortunate. Thank you.
How is life in the bubble?
It's good. It has been fast. Like I can't believe I live at Disney World. It's been over a month. And playoffs, I don't know when you're posting this, but playoffs start tomorrow, Monday the 17th.
Yes, with my
Yeah, we'll be live tomorrow.
Portland Trailblazers, let's go.
Right? Dame time. I know.
It's funny because we're all fans of different teams. Like Jupiter and I both obviously still love Chicago Bulls.
Yep.
We've become more Blazers fans. Neek is a Celtics fan.
Okay.
Yes.
I work
And
with
I
the
know
guy on
that-
the Celtics.
Oh, do
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Yeah, and I know Breck One. I know that over the Gram. So shout out to Breck One, the DJ for the Celtics. We've
Breck
become
is great.
yeah.
Such a good dude. I met him last time I played out in Boston, and that dude knows so much music. I was just blown away. We will get more into the bubble after this, but this is the 5 on 5 podcast. Every week we pair two artists together head to head, their top 5 songs. You choose this or that. You tell us which one you like and why. It's Neek's pick this week. Neek, what do you got for us?
All right, so first off, excuse if you can hear the music in the background. I'm at a family function, and my family are all musicians. So, so this week I went pretty poppy, not much of a deep cut, but definitely a fun one. I went with 112 versus Jagged Edge.
Ooh.
Oh.
This was a real beef. This was a real thing. Beef back in the day in Atlanta. The two lead singers, the lead singer Slim was beefing with the lead singer or the twins of Jagged Edge.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Travis, you always got the inside scoop for us.
Hey,
well, always got the inside scoop.
It was Bad Boy versus So Death, and 112 just came from is from Atlanta too. So there's a good little rivalry going on with that.
Well, shit. What do you got for round one?
Round one, Peaches and Cream versus Where the Party At.
Oh.
Yo. Out the gate?
Out the gate. Honestly, the top 5 for both of these groups is kind of wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like it's every round's basically a heater.
Oh, this is what's up. Okay, good. Okay, so.
This is tough. This is tough right out of the gate. I knew it would be something like this. I'd say both are A+ songs. Both are perfect songs for anything, a wedding, a club gig, whatever you want to do. I'm going to go with Peaches and Cream on this.
Okay. Man.
Not fun.
This is a hard one. This is a really, really hard one.
Yeah.
Dang, let's see here. I will go with
This is great.
Peaches and Cream too.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't feel good about it, but okay.
Shawna, what do you got for us?
I'm going to put myself in a situation right now where I would have to, if I had to choose between these two and playing it for the Blazers warm-up, I would have to play Where the Party At. I don't know that I'd get away with Peaches and Cream right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you though, Phenom. I think, like you said, like A+ songs, and but I think I got to go Where the Party At.
If we did this tomorrow, I could easily pick Where the Party At, and it could be completely switched. We could all switch on its head, but
you can mix both of the songs together too.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah.
All right, round 2. We have Cupid versus He Can't Love You.
I knew you were gonna say this. Dang it!
I'm telling you, every single one is not fun.
You know what? So, okay, my mom's moving to Austin, and I've been helping her pack up everything, just decades of stuff. And I was going through my old CDs and straight up found both of those CDs singles.
The
Just sitting
singles?
in the house.
Yeah. So this is really tough for me.
Remember buying CD singles? It was like $4 or $5.
Yeah,
You
I
get
love
the CD.
them. That
Maybe the
exclusive
instrumental
remix.
would be on there,
Mhm.
but anytime they gave you a second song, it was always the worst song you've ever heard.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you're like, well, it was $4, and now it's like $1 a song, whatever.
Right.
CD singles. I'm gonna go with "He Can't Love You." This is not easy for me, but
this one's easy for me. I'm going with Cupid.
Are
That
you?
was
Yeah.
on every mixtape probably I made
Yeah.
off the radio.
I would have to go with "He Can't Love You" because I went to a high school that was very like mainstream listeners, and "He Can't Love You" went far under the radar in this little suburb town of Tigard. So I would have to go with "He Can't Love You" because nobody was listening to Jagged Edge.
And I know my vote doesn't count, but I would have gone with Cupid because all my little cuties on AIM would get my mixtape zip files. I would make mixtape zip files and send them, and this was definitely on every single one of them.
See, Nick, you know what's up.
It's just that drop, the water drop in Cupid is so good. Like
I was for sure gonna hold hands once you heard this one.
Did you make this? Did you make this your voicemail? Was I don't know.
Oh yeah, it was like, yo, I know my sister's mad and upset because she's like, yo, why does the house phone have Cupid on it? Yo, you reach those phone, like we all live here. You can't just
only you.
Only
can't come to the phone right now.
Phone line. It was the family line.
Can't come to the phone right now. I'm holding hands with someone.
Yeah, try later right now. This song's for you. You know who you are.
You know who you are.
Round
that was such a 90s thing, by the way. Wait, we got to say this. That was the 90s thing. In this, every 90s song would say, "This is for you. You know who you are. We're not going to tell you who it is."
Yes.
Yeah.
And everybody would be like, "Hey, he made a song for me."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's.
I don't think that was for you.
Absolutely.
You don't know.
You know.
You're like, hey, could have been for anybody. All right. So round 3, Only You versus Let's Get Married.
Ooh.
Wow.
Man. Let's Marry the original or the remix?
The original.
Oh, only You remix or original?
Original, both originals.
Only You because of that sample.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a fire one.
I'm going Only You, hands down. That's one of the dopest songs, man.
And Biggie's
version.
I know.
The remix.
Yes. Remix to add Mace on it too. Ooh.
I miss Mace.
Yeah.
I feel like I keep going against you guys, but I got to go with Let's Get Married. That's like a go-to. Somebody like bars and clubs that I've DJ'd at, all of a sudden, especially when frankly like they've been gay because we don't have a lot of places to go sometimes. If 2 women walk in and it's their wedding night, for some reason they're coming to the bar where I'm DJing, like that's been my go-to song.
Yeah.
I got a lot of good memories with that one. So that one's yeah, those are tough though.
They're tough.
Dude,
super tough.
They're tough. It's a tough round.
And the funny thing about it too is both of the songs, the original songs and the remix, you can mix both original and remixes together and it would just go flawlessly.
Yep.
Yeah. Those are great songs. All of these are great songs so far. I'm not
I hate this.
Not a fun one.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Absolutely hate it.
It doesn't get any easier.
Damn.
Oh, God.
It's the whole time. Number 4, It's Over Now versus I Gotta Be.
Oh my God, I was just listening to I Gotta Be right before I pulled up. Okay. Oh man, this is hard.
See, now it's like fresh in your mind. You just heard it.
It's
you
over
just got
now,
all those feelings all over again.
that Quiet Storm sample on It's Over Now.
Dude, that's what I was gonna
Good. So
Yeah.
good. And they made an R&B song out of it too because it was such Quiet Storm was such a like
that low key makes it like that gives it like the hood pass. Like you're like, okay,
absolutely.
I'm not soft for listening to. This is a Mobb Deep song, basically. I can rock with
You're like,
it.
yes,
Mobb Deep.
Yes, I'm holding hands to this, but I'm still tough guy.
But you know, I'm still
with the finger. I like that.
Yes. Don't get it twisted.
Yo, for all those reasons, I'm going with It's Over Now for sure.
Yeah, I gotta go with It's Over Now. The video was a classic video too. They were wearing Jordan 11s in the video at one point when they were dancing. I didn't know that you could dance to this song because I was just so used to it being a Mobb Deep song. And then of course you get a Diddy executive production on it, and you're just gonna dance to it. Yeah, but I gotta be the one. Oh my God, that Jagged Edge song that was my slow jam. That was my slow jam. Nobody knew it. That was their first single when they came out with So So Def. Jermaine Dupri was in the video. The Brat was in the video too. So good. But 112.
I'm going with 112. I'm agreeing with the others. I'm going. It's Over Now.
Nice.
Yeah. Jupiter,
that's a sweep for that round.
This is
Dude,
this
isn't it?
This is my field bag right here.
I knew. You know what's funny is that when I picked this one, I was like, "Jupe's gonna love this."
Yeah,
I love
This
it.
is
Travis was
Jupe's
at home.
catalog.
All the videos recorded on a tape.
Yes.
Just hitting rewind, learning the moves.
Yeah,
he
was gliding across the floor.
That was me.
Same Jordans. Same Jordans. Only
Put on
wore
his
them to
11.
practice the dance moves.
Oh,
yeah,
but was still very careful because you don't want to crease it.
yeah.
Absolutely.
He's like, it's Friday night. Now it's my time to take these Jordans out of the box,
Very
do my dance moves,
gingerly gliding
and then put them
across
back.
And I only did it at home in my room.
Yeah,
quietly, very quiet.
You don't want nobody walking in on that.
Didn't want the parents to jump in. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're like, I'm cleaning my room.
I've been walked in on like balloting 112 songs.
Oh, absolutely.
Like really just going and basically was Slim, and I've been walked in on, and I've been on suicide watch ever since.
Oh.
They're like, are you crying? Are you crying?
Yeah, are you crying
yourself?
right now?
I'm still a tough guy.
Fifth grade me, like no. I don't know.
I'm not crying. There's something in my eye. I have something in both my eyes right now, so I'm not crying.
All right, last and final
round 5.
Dance With Me versus Let's Get Married remix with Rev Run.
Yo,
Colin and I actually did a remix to Dance With Me. It's not actually finished yet, but we killed that remix.
It's good.
It's a dope remix. We need to put that out soon.
Please do.
The Dance With Me video version was different from the album version. It had the video version had a bridge to it, and the album version didn't. And I was very upset about it because that bridge on the video version was just so smooth. And I was just upset that none of the radios played that version of it. That sample for that Jagged Edge on Let's Get Married too. The Run DMC sample is just flawless. But I got
to have a Run DMC sample and then have Rev Run do a verse is cool. So
yeah, I gotta go with Let's Get Married remix.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Dance With Me. I play it every single set. Back when we were DJs, I used to play it every single set.
Yes.
Formerly.
that was
that
so
is a
fun.
perfect song. If you're like stuck between 100 and 105, you're like, oh shit, 112, Dance With Me.
Yeah.
And then keep it moving.
Yeah.
It always goes off. It's like, how old is that song now? And it goes off through the roof.
Yeah.
I'm going Dance With Me.
The sing along, the clapping part too. It's good. It's classic. Mm-hmm. You know.
That's my vote too, Phenom. I'm Dance With Me. I'm with you. It's one of those, like you said, like when you're in that range and you're just it pops into your head always. It's a saving grace, and then it pops off. So I'm with you, and I will play it for you tomorrow for the Raptors game.
Yes,
in honor of this crew.
Yes, that is awesome.
Hey, why am I giving
high
my
praise
answers,
for
but why am I giving my answers, but also bigging up the one that I didn't get the answer to? That's how much I feel bad about this one. Ugh, Neek, I'm mad.
I felt that way on previous episodes as well, where you're just like gassing up a song and then you're like, but I gotta choose the other.
Yeah,
but I'm
because you just feel like you're cheating on it. You're like, well, I like it a lot. It's not the song, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any songs you guys thought should be on there?
Honestly, I thought Spotify hit this on the head.
This is the first time I'm like, good job, Spotify.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. That was almost a sweep for 112. Almost.
Okay.
But it wasn't easy. It's not easy. It's never easy. These could go either way. Let's get into some rapid fire before we ask you some questions about the bubble here.
Okay.
Beatles or Beach Boys?
Beach Boys.
Missy Elliott or Busta Rhymes?
Missy.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
Backstreet Boys.
Ooh.
Okay. Al Green or Marvin Gaye?
Ooh.
Yes.
I gotta go Marvin.
Okay. TLC or SWV?
Ooh. I have to go SWV because of Human Nature with Michael.
Ooh, yes, good call.
Okay. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Madonna or Britney Spears?
Madonna.
Prince or Michael Jackson?
Michael.
Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston?
Oh, that one's right in the feels. I have to go with Whitney.
Okay.
I do.
And last
I want
but
to
not
dance with
least,
somebody is like part of my shtick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. And the very first episode, Outkast or Hall & Oates?
Oh, man. I mean, Jimmy Butler's really bringing Hall & Oates back to resurfacing.
Yes, he has. I saw the commercial.
I've been playing it for him during timeouts. I don't know if he's appreciating it quite yet, but
I was going to say, is he really a fan?
I don't know. I haven't gotten a good read on it because the first game I did it, I don't think that they were playing well, and I don't know that he was playing. I'm trying to remember, and then I did it in an actual game, and I didn't get a physical response that I could read from him. But I got to go Outkast. But I do love Hall & Oates. Like those guys did it.
Hell yeah.
That's so tight.
Couple more rapid fire for you. Favorite city to DJ in?
I gotta go with my hometown. I'll be very candid. I love Milwaukee.
Cool.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
Cool. Do you have any preset DJ rituals? Anything you do before every gig where you're like, now I'm ready?
I don't think so, honestly.
No.
I think, frankly, with my career and with a lot of the live entertainment stuff that I do like this versus the festival gigs versus a bar and club gig, for me, everything is very different and there's a lot of variables. So I don't know that I have, like rituals like I did as a basketball player. Maybe I put my left shoe on before my right shoe.
Every time? Hell yeah. What is your guilty pleasure song this year where you're like, I got to hear this right now?
That's a good question. I think this has been you know what? I have an answer for you. It's the Dolly Parton. What did I just forget it? Is it Faith? It came out during quarantine, and now like my brain is sitting on Outkast and Hall & Oates. So I gotta look this up for you. But Dolly Parton did like we got Faith with Galantis.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one, I mean, I like the fusion of music. I like that some music becomes genreless, and that one has been frankly here, when the players are off the court, I get like 12 minutes to do whatever I want before they come back out for like actual warm-ups, and I've been having fun with those sets, and that's in that set every single time, to be honest. It's been like my quarantine song. And Dolly Parton came back. So
yeah, that's super rad. I know these guys have a couple of questions for you too about life in the bubble.
Yeah.
Shoot away.
How has that been?
It's been pretty amazing, Jupiter. Honestly, it's truly an honor. I'm here. so one of our DJs has already left, so 4 of us were here. And so there's 3 now, and I love the guys that I work with, and it's so fun for me to be in this kind of environment from a standpoint. I'm grateful that I get to work, like, not to ever rub that in, but I'm so appreciative of the opportunity. And I feel safe. Like, that's the thing, is that the NBA has crushed this. I think they're saving the world. I don't know how much you pay attention, but they have a new saliva test that's got approved by the FDA. And so I'm safe and I'm healthy. And then I get to work and DJ, and I'm getting reps in, and I'm learning. And I've had a lot of fun, to be honest. I was geeked to talk to you guys about, because I get to DJ whatever team comes through the gym. I'm their designated home DJ. So like, Portland has a sound, the Celtics have a sound, Bucks have a sound. So it's like I get to learn kind of like all these different markets and what those DJs have curated for that team, and it's just a blast, frankly. Like, it's so fun.
That's so dope. That's super dope. So, have you played any Dame at all? Do you have to play any of his songs?
Of course, yeah. He did. Actually, and I don't know, I'd have to look up the name of the song. So the NBA is phenomenal with social justice, and we're doing a lot of like video things that are social justice, whether it's Black Lives Matter or vote kind of statements that are on the video boards throughout different timeouts, and even like pregame when the team runs out. And so I think they try to coordinate that with TV so that TV takes that. But they had a really amazing social justice, like a video that played, that Dame actually has a song for, that the song name escapes me. I could look it up and I could text it to you, but it's beautiful. And I love it. It's probably my favorite Dame song so far. It's crazy to think about. You know, everybody always jokes like how basketball players always want to be rappers, like rappers want to be basketball players, but Dame's doing it. He's like one of the only ones that's successful at both.
Yeah, he can actually spit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I know. I mean, one of my questions was wondering if you were staying there full time, which you kind of already answered that you are.
Yep.
Have you played any songs that have kind of come out of left field and have gone over really well? And if so, what are they?
You know, I think, to be very candid, so a lot of the guys are listening to the same stuff right now, and we're working 2 games a day, which keeps us in the gym anywhere from like 8 to sometimes like 10, 11 and a half hours a day. And so frankly, a lot of music kind of gets recycled, because when a new game starts, it's a whole new group of guys that are coming in, and they want to hear Pop Smoke, they want to hear Drake, they want to hear, as I say, the babies, and they want to hear J. Cole. And so I've been trying to find a way to play that while also being creative and having fun with it. And to be very honest, it's funny that those are the artists you pick, because I started dropping into some like old school hip hop and R&B, and I think I've had a lot of positive feedback during like regular shoot arounds. So like the 2 or 3 hour mark before tip off, when guys are out there getting their workouts in, essentially like warming up before that 20-minute mark hits. And so I've been like, I played Alita, and I'm like, guys are vibing to it. And so it's stuff like that where I've had a lot of fun to learn them, and to not necessarily, to be very candid, put them in a box where it just has to be hardcore rap and hip hop all the time. I walked past team's locker room 10 minutes before tip off, and they're bumping country music. And so it's been really eye and ear opening for me to learn these guys, and that I think there's a certain time and a place for everything. But I mean, I played Sam Hunt during some warm-ups because guys love country, and that's, I know, like pop country and stuff like that. But being an open format DJ allows me to kind of like make and bend that boundary again, and I have fun with it.
That's dope.
I guess how creative are you able to get? Like, do you just get loose when you're playing, or do you keep it kind of safe and just play, kind of play through the songs? Does that make sense?
It does. And that's where I've had fun, because I, again, am so grateful to work like right now. I get paid. And so I'm trying to get better while I'm getting reps in, because I would rather be here doing this, being a part of this historic event than frankly, like, and I'm not knocking it, but I was having a hard time at home, like going live on Mixcloud. Like I just wasn't feeling it. Like it wasn't the same. And that's what we're all doing right now, right? Like we're all online and we're all trying to figure out where our space is. Like how can we still be relevant and be creative and have fun? And so it's been interesting to have people again, even if they're playing basketball. So I've started, so it also, like, it was a huge adjustment physically to go from quarantine to now I'm working like literally 0 to 1,000. My body hurt. Standing for 2 NBA games back to back. And our team had a bout of 6 days in a row. I did 11 NBA games in 6 days. And so like it was, I will tell you, like not only like brain wise, but then like physically as well. And so after I kind of hit a wall, if you will, like with those same songs and like the same, we're stuck at, not stuck, I don't want to say stuck, we're at that like 70 BPM. I started to just realize like if this, I can't allow this to be the vibe the whole time, because I think we're all going to get numb to it. And I started to get loose, and that's when I've had positive feedback. And I can, as long as it's clean music, I can, and it essentially as well, like I would never play WAP in the arena.
Right.
I love Cardi and Megan, and I love that song. That's something that I just can't do. But as long as it's clean and it's not blatantly verbally disrespectful like that, I can do whatever I want.
Nice.
That's a long answer, but
at what point of the time in the bubble did you realize that you need to make that shift out of that box of 70 BPM and to kind of just like flex? Like what time in the bubble that happened?
I'd say after like the first round, after everybody kind of got their first game in. And kind of then also like essentially like getting my feet wet and figuring this all out. So it was very daunting. Like I said, like I'm working the Raptors game tomorrow, which is a lot of fun. And it like try to fill 4 corners shoes is not an easy task because he's phenomenal. But it's different too. So like DJing, what we all do is a part of it, but then also I'm in charge of all the in-game music and beds and sound effects and defense prompts, and that's a whole other aspect of music that sometimes overtakes like the DJing side. So it's like 2 different sides of my brain sometimes. But I would say after that first round, I was like, I just don't want to sit here and play, and I don't want to not have fun, because I was starting to get numb to Pop Smoke, and I don't want to get numb to Pop Smoke. I love Pop Smoke, I wanted to keep it fresh, and that's where I literally stood up and I recorded all my mixes, and I've been having fun with that, and it's something that I'm geeked about, because it's like the first time too where I've been excited to DJ.
Nice.
Cool.
Pass us out.
Thank you.
Rad.
Love that.
Do you get requests from players, or are you working with them back and forth, or how is that?
Yeah, I'm very grateful again to be here. I mean, it's very strange to think like a couple-minute walk, like all of your superstars you can imagine are living like in that hotel over there. And so if they see me, they've frankly too, I'm there's not a lot of women here. There are women here, but then there's not a lot of DJs, right? And so I think like I kind of stand out, and they'll recognize me, and so they'll either like ask me if they see me at brunch or something, but they very easily can pass it along. Like the Lakers right off the bat after one of the first games got passed down through whoever, like a certain sound that they wanted only at a home Laker game. And so it gets to us, like when they need something musically, it definitely gets to us.
That's dope. Do you still get starstruck, or have you ever gotten starstruck like being out there?
I respect them very much and I think I didn't work the first day of games. I had off, and so I got to go to that Laker game, and like I was like a little kid because I love basketball. I played professional basketball. I love this game. I wouldn't be here without that ball, and so I love the game. And to now have the opportunity, frankly, to be one of 1,700 people here, and when I'm in a gym, there's less than 200 people in that gym, if that's it, and that might be like a very kind number.
Yeah.
That is very surreal in my brain to be a part of this. But from like a starstruck standpoint, I think I can honestly say no, because I also really respect them, and we're all here working.
Sure.
I wouldn't be here without them and what Chris Paul and the Players Association and NBA did. And so it's something that like I get geeked. Like I was having ice cream before this and Jimmy Butler waved to me and I was like, hey, Jimmy.
So sick.
Like,
that's dope.
Hi, Jimmy. Like I got it. Like it's a very strange world. Like that's basically how I feel.
Yeah.
It's like this is very surreal. Like so.
That's what's up.
You have to ask him about the Hall Notes next time. You got to get to the bottom of this.
I feel like I can because it's related, and I got an in because he's a Marquette boy, and so he's Milwaukee, and so like I think like if that comes up, it's gonna be something that I ask him. I mean, he killed it in that commercial.
Like, was it just the commercial, or do you really like Hall Notes?
Right. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, or are you sick of that song? Like, is that something right? Like,
he's just out in public everywhere now, and somebody just like turns it on, like when he's in, like anywhere. Like, oh, play Hall Notes. Jimmy's here. Play Hall Notes.
He's like
that sounds great at first, and then it sounds like a total nightmare. Where you're like, I don't want to hear Hall Notes anymore. I'm not even in Hall Notes. Why are you keep playing this? Dude.
Yeah.
Food in the bubble.
Yeah.
Talk to us about food in the bubble. Because we saw the picture at the beginning of all of this, and they're like, the food is Fire Fest or whatever. What's the real story here?
It's good, honestly. It's evolved, and the NBA is taking great care of us. And I promise you. Like I said, there was an ice cream bar today that the Disney people like had for us to celebrate playoffs. And so it's evolved. I think the term grab and go wasn't indicative on what my brain thought grab and go was. Grab and go to me is like, I'm on a road trip and I need a snack and I hop into like a gas station and I get a sandwich that's like possibly 11 days old. It was never like that. It was hot food. But you have to think like they're trying to feed hundreds of people, and they were in these big, essentially like hot boxes, like these, not a microwave, but they were boxes that would keep it hot.
Yeah.
And so they were in all these to-go containers. And so now it's become more of a, I can't say buffet because it's not a buffet, but there's behind plexiglass is somebody that then takes it out of like a catering is a better way to say it, like a catering one of those like the metal things that are then hot, and so I think they can keep them fresher because they're bringing out less at a time, if that makes sense. But it's good. It's I have an abundance of food, so like we get fed 3 times a day, which makes me sound like we're animals. And then we're like college athletes because then like it's called the Mercado, like our cafeteria. There's snacks in there 24/7.
Oh, nice.
So I can eat all the Mickey ice cream bars in the entire world that I want, like nonstop.
Sick.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Chips and fruits and vegetables and just like drinks, like Gatorade to sweet tea to lemon, like anything. So I'm never hungry.
That's dope.
Yeah, it is.
Coolest DJ gig in the world.
I got one last question. Question before we wrap it up. We got 3 more minutes.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen Black Widow?
Now that my brain, I have to admit, has been like quarantine brain. I feel like I'm terrible at remembering movies.
I know that Marvel, because I'm a huge Marvel geek.
Yeah.
I know that Marvel is showing some of the movies to some of the players over there in Disney.
I know.
So I'm just trying to get a little scoop,
I haven't seen
spoilers on my movies that I geek out on.
Man, that would be really cool if you did.
It would be really cool. But if you want to geek out, I can tell you that I finished it here. I watched all the Marvel movies in chronological order of like the storyline. And the last one I'm waiting on is Far From Home because I don't know if I'm ready to pay $15 to watch that right now.
Oh,
It's worth it.
We'll talk after this.
Okay. He said, "Oh,
Travis is someone that's seen all of the movies too many times."
Yeah.
Actually, I believe Marvel would come to him and be like, "Sir, put down the remote. You've been watching this too much."
Absolutely.
No, Shawna, thank you so much for joining us on this podcast.
You guys are wonderful.
Where can people reach you? Where can we hear your mixes? Where can we stay up on your day-to-day?
Thank you. I've been pretty active on Twitter and Instagram, which is DJ Shawna, SHAWNA. I've been sharing kind of, I did like a day in the life of days that I work and just trying to give people an insight, really. And I actually, then on Mixcloud, and I posted actually, I think a day or two ago, what a quarter of music sounds like for one of a game I recorded. So
nice.
We'll have like defensive prompts and silence, maybe some terrible mixing because frankly sometimes I'm on headset and I get lost in like a conversation for something else that's coming, but it's live and it was recorded, and so I did that, and I'm gonna put up some mixes from Pregreen that I've done, and it'll maybe help some of your future feuds that you'll have.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you again for joining us.
Thank
Stay
you all.
safe and
You too.
keep having a blast in the bubble.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It was nice to meet you all.
Yes.
Take care,
Later,
y'all.
Shawna.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace.